Do you have any advice for people stepping back into the dating scene and where to meet people? Um, any advice? There are good people, there are bad people. There are people who genuinely want a relationship. There are people who don't want a relationship. There are people who think they want a relationship, but they don't know how to maintain one. And there's people who just don't want to be alone, so therefore they'd rather be in a relationship. There are people who are good. Once again, there are people who are bad. I won't say necessarily them themselves are bad people. They just make bad decisions that influence a relationship in a negative way. That's what I mean by good and bad. I feel like the most important things to pay attention to in a relationship is how people talk to you, how they interact with you, and then also their consistency. How consistent are they with you when it comes to wanting to spend time, wanting to hang out, wanting to text? Are they willing to do it first, or do you always have to engage? Do you always have to make plans, or are they willing to make plans? Do you always have to, like, if it doesn't happen, like if you don't do it, it doesn't happen. Are you in that type of relationship, or are you in a relationship that even if you didn't do it, they would still take initiative to do it because they want to, because they choose to? And it's not you putting them to the test and disappearing to see if they reach out. It's more so like when you wake up in the morning, maybe they wake up before you and they text you first because they woke up before you. That type of initiative is what I'm talking about. As far as meeting people, I feel like you can meet people who have a potential to be a partner anywhere. I feel like social media as well as dating apps are the fastest way to meet the most amount of people in the shortest amount of time with the most amount of convenience, because it's not required for you to leave the house or to be dressed up or to be dolled up or whatever the case is. You just get on your phone, open the app, and start scrolling the way you do on TikTok. I also feel like no matter if you meet people online or in person, always be careful. Because people are fucking weirdos sometimes, and I don't want you to put yourself in a situation that might be detrimental to your physical, mental, and emotional health. Also realize that you're not for everybody, and it's okay. It doesn't mean you're a bad person, doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means that you and this person aren't compatible. There are over 7 billion, now 8 billion people in the world. You're not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But for the people you are for, they'll show you, and they'll reciprocate their energy when you give it. A lot of people will tell you it takes time, and you'll find the one when you least suspect it, and if it's meant to be, it'll be. Fuck all that. I feel like you make things happen. If it's not a situation you want to make happen, then you don't have to. Don't put more energy that's required to make something work, and don't force the pieces where they're not supposed to fit. But other than that, let the odds forever be in your favor. Understand that relationship and love is a gamble, because you're taking a chance on the person who's telling you the things you need to hear, but they need to show you in conjunction with that the things you need to see. And doing so, understand that you're not trying to suppress your feelings, you're not trying to suppress your emotions, and it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to be sad because the situation didn't work out, but also don't let it be so detrimental to where it disables you from proceeding forward and finding love and finding happiness the way you want to. But beyond that, I mean, good luck, and I hope things work out as far as dating.